Good afternoon, or good morning, or even good evening. Whatever time you find yourself watching this video. Another box from my friends at AtlanticKnife.com. C and Jewel, thank you very much. Let's see what we got. We got 3 knives in here. Oh, and one of them, the one we're going to do today is a SOG. And we have a Rough Rider and the Elite Edge, but we'll do those next time. Let's take a look-see at the SOG. This is the SOG Terminus XR G10 FDE. Lifetime warranty, designed in the USA, guaranteed for life. This is made in, let's see if they say where this is made in China. So, would love. I know SOG and Cold Steel, they're owned by, GSM now, but would love to see them start moving away from China and back to the US. Like to see them, Taiwan's our friend. I don't have any issues with Taiwan, but I would love to see more knife manufacturing in country. All right, very simple. So let's take a look. See, this is a Cryo D2 steel made in China. The Terminus XR. XR is the lock. That's what SOG calls their lock. Looks like a crossbar. Synthetic backspacer. The pocket clip, it's kind of interesting. It's kind of internal pocket clip. It's reversible. Tip up, carry only though. Let's take a look at. Handle is right 4 1/8 maybe. Top flop, thumb studs, top flipper, clip point blade. This coating may be DLC. We'll have to check. The cutting edge is about 2 3/4. Thumb stud action, nice, easy. Flipper action, nice, easy. Grippy G10 scales, flat dark earth color. Very nice budget SOG. SOG knives can be pricey depending on what it is. You will have seen my review of the Hidaka. And that knife, I had a great code for it, so I was able to pick it up with the code. Without the code, I probably wouldn't have bought that knife. This knife was around 40 bucks. 3.39 ounces, 96 grams. So not the lightest knife we have, but not the heaviest. So total length of knife, if we're going scales, it's right at 7, little hair over 7, but pretty much what you would expect from a SOG pocket knife. Very sharp. This XR lock is known for its strength. Some mild skeletonization inside the steel liners here, just for weight reduction. Ergonomics feels good, not great. The pocket clip could cause a little bit of hot spotting, but my philosophy about folding knives in EDC is, you know, when they start getting into a 3-inch or below blade, that becomes a working knife for me, not a self-defense or the like sort of scenario where you know, you see the action with this XR, it just flies open. Nice jimping on here. So this knife becomes less of a self-defense tool as opposed to like a working tool, you know. So if I'm working out in the yard and need to cut some paracord, or if I'm in the shop and I need to trim something, cut some fabric or something like that, you know, D2 steel is a nice durable steel. It's not as, it won't hold its edge like a S35, you know, or you know, a 3V or something like that, but it's much easier to to re-sharpen. So, you know, with that being said, it's a nice knife, feels good. It's a very utilitarian knife. You could EDC this every day as a sort of worker's knife. It just, you know, when I carry something else, that's okay. When I carry something like this, all right, this is cold steel Frenzy. The cutting edge is about 3 1/4 as opposed to about, you know, 2 3/4. The handle is also a little longer, but a little less. This is not a working knife. This is tactical defense. You know, this you're gonna stick something. This you could stick something, you know, but the characteristics of it do not lend to this aggressive profile. You know, both essentially are made by the same company now. SOG and Cold Steel are owned by GSM, but you know, the technology, the triad lock versus XR, you know, probably the triad is going to win every time, but the XR is supposedly very stout. I have not had instance. I mean, I'm pushing extremely hard and it didn't flinch, you know. So I think you could rely on the XR lock. Considerably different price points, you know. I have a soft spot for SOG, you know, but this knife, besides the potential hot spotting on the pocket clip, it's a very good working knife. I think anyone who just wanted a pocket knife to go, you know, to do general tasks, to do basic cutting and things like that, this knife would do very, very well for you. You would not be unhappy with it, I suspect. You know, again, if you like SOG but you want something more geared towards the tactical side, this is the Hidaka I was talking about. You know, again, 1/2 inch more blade, much more aggressive profile. It's not dirty, that's blade butter. I'm sort of allowing it to have a coating for the time being. But this is the one I carry a lot now. Just the ergos and things. I really enjoy this knife. But back to this one, you know, good for a SOG. It's a budget banger. I think you'd like it. Anybody have SOGs that they feel don't measure up? Let me know. I'm curious. Because again, I like the brand, but they've been bought out, and there's a lot of, you know, consternation about quality and things like that. Again, as I've said in other things, I'd love to see SOG move all production back to the US. Would love it. Just don't see that happening right now, and I'm not sure if the juice would be worth the squeeze. Meaning the price it would cost to make this knife in America versus China may make this particular knife just disappear. So we just, you know, I encourage you all, if you're active politically, if you're active, talk to your congressperson. You know, they're trying to incentivize manufacturing back to the U.S. We need more steel manufacturers. We all know the story about Crucible Industries. We need more competition in steel manufacturing. There's a shit ton, pardon my French, of knife makers in the U.S. who make great knives. But unfortunately, I think for a lot of the everyday guys, you don't have $450 to spend on a Hinderer. And those are beautiful knives. Nothing wrong with a Hinderer, you know. I'm not talking smack. But those knives are premium price for a number of reasons. I think one of the reasons is we have so much manufacturing offshore that, you know, companies just, if this knife cost $5 to make in China, let's just say, it costs $45, $50 to make in the US, if not more. And then, you know, how much is enough on margin? So, you know, again, this is not an economics class. I don't want to bore everyone with that. For a Chinese-made SOG, this is a good knife. I would buy it again. It's very nice. Pocket knife, not going to be a fighting knife, a tactical style or knife you necessarily count on to save your life or your family's life. So, with that being said, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel. We're growing almost to the 200 subscriber mark. How exciting is that? You know, never thought. So, and for those of you who have thousands of followers and stuff, thanks for stopping in. Remember how it was when you first got started? But I don't do that. I'd love to reach as many people as I can, but I you know, we're doing this because, you know, knives are an essential part of, I think, what should be our lives. And if I can help somebody pick out a knife or make a decision about buying a knife, I'm happy to do so. So, with that being said, remember, life is hard. Don't complain. Until next time, take care.